Andhra Pradesh, Sri Chandrababu Naidu Garu. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. We very much appreciate it despite the... Are you able to hear us, sir?
I'm able to hear you.
Yeah. So I appreciate, sir, for your taking the time to join us, although we know it's been a little logistically difficult today for you, but we do appreciate it. And it's nice that you're here. We would, of course, have liked you to be here. You wanted to be here physically with us, but I know you just returned from Delhi, so it's not possible for you to be here every day. But we will come and visit you at the state at some time along with our members. But today, just as a brief interaction for about 30 minutes, we very much appreciate that you are here. And once again, thank you, sir, for being with us. And so maybe you would like to address the National Council here. We have about 80 chief executives in this hall. And then we could have some time for members to make some comments or suggestions or questions for you, if that's okay with you, sir.
Yeah. I will be very happy. Respected Sanjay Puri ji, President CAI, respected R. Mukundan, Vice President CAI, Director General CAI, respected Sindarjit Banerjee, members of the CAI National Council and friends. I am very happy to discuss with you, all of you. Fourth time I became Chief Minister now. I had a wonderful experience with you all from the beginning. I recall some of you associated with me when I was CM in 1995, first time. At that time, CAI also small body. No politician used to support CAI at that time. Now we are a big body. Globally you are able to influence. At that time, no takers also. Nobody understood the business as such. Then I wanted to associate with you for promotion of industry. I recall very well, every year we had CAI conference in Hyderabad. Even I didn't have infrastructure also at that time. By taking one hotel and temporary sheds, all these things, that is where we started. Today, country is moving very fast. And also I really appreciate all of you. CAI and some other organization, this country has played vital role. I really appreciate all of you. And also, country is moving very fast. I want to spend more time on question and answers. You are all aware today, India is having some advantages. In some of the areas, first mover advantage, that is technology. When we started, first of all, we have to recollect. First move, right time, economic reforms, 1991. From then onwards, license Raj has gone, growth has taken place, competitive world has emerged. We are able to compete with others. From then onwards, 95 has, I'm very clear, I'm recollecting, first time IT we started. I thought IT is the right way to move forward. One is IT will bring transparency, accountability, speediness, and also future. Knowledge economy, IT is the backbone. That is how we promote it. Now, service sector we are doing extremely well. Even industry also had to work in that direction. I was one person continuously visiting Davos. 9 times I visited Davos. More than 7 times, 8 times I had a CAI conference in Andhra Pradesh, that is combined Andhra Pradesh, and also after division, Navya Andhra Pradesh also we had 2-3 conferences. Today, ease of doing business also we are number one. For the last 5 years, we are number one. Even growth rate, if you see when I was CM, CAGR 13.5%. I always compare myself with industry's benchmark. You are doing growth rate, you are having high ambitions, why can't we? That is how we used to work in a big way. I am requesting all of you, now Honorable PM is working 2047 Vikasit Bharat. And also Andhra Pradesh is working to match with that vision, Vikasit Andhra Pradesh. As on today, we are the 5th largest economy. Very soon, by 2027, we are going to become 3rd largest economy. But all of us will work together. We will make India 2nd largest economy or number 1 economy by 2047. It is possible. We are having an advantage, demographic dividend. Technology, we are doing extremely well. And demographic dividend as a windfall is nobody expected. It has come. Globally, all other countries are suffering because of aging problem. Only the country, another 20-25 years, we will have an advantage. If you can manage in such a way, population management, demographic management, we will enjoy this type of advantage even centuries together. What we are laying foundation today, it is going to help us nation in a big way. You are all watching today. All over the world, Indians are doing extremely well in service sector or other fields also, both public governance and also private governance, corporate governance. Reason is, all over the world, people are trusting Indians. There is a very good trust factor. And also our people are adjusting with anybody, anywhere in the world. That is also another advantage. By default, Indians are going to become number 1 community globally in terms of wealth creation and also service sector or serve the global community. That is going to happen. India, all of us will plan properly. India will become number 1 or number 2. And at the same time, I am requesting all industrial friends are here. One is P3, nobody used to talk about it. First power sector reforms started by Andhra Pradesh in 1998. Then we have gone power sector reforms in a big way. One is transmission, generation, and distribution companies. To regulate all these things, a regulatory commission. First regulatory commission is set up in Andhra Pradesh in the country. And then infrastructure. If you see today, open sky policy, that is the first flight from Emirates, from Dubai to Hyderabad in the policy of open sky policy. And at the same time, we are instrumental for Greenfield Airport. First Greenfield Airport was Hyderabad at that time. After that, Bangalore, then privatization of Mumbai, Delhi, all these things have come. First power project in private sector has come in Andhra Pradesh, GVK, Jagurupadu. Like that, in infrastructure, we have given a big improvement at that time. Even some of you are aware, telecommunication sector. At that time, we had only two companies, BSNL, VSNL. I used to influence or request the then Prime Minister Vajpayee ji. Then he asked me to give a report. Myself, the then Finance Minister, we gave a report also. That is how we have gone deregulation of telecommunication sector. Even road sector, first proof of concept if you see, Nellore to Chennai, in Golden Quadrilateral Road, first proof of concept is that road. Then they replicated all over the country. I strongly believe through public policies, we can transform and also we can empower the fate of the people and we can do wonders. What are all the policies we have to take, you can guide me. We are prepared to implement all these things. And also now, earlier we promoted information technology in a big way. Now, stage has come, artificial intelligence. Now, through artificial intelligence, there are some people are talking about disadvantage, but technology you cannot stop. And at the same time, you have to adopt technology. And how to leverage artificial intelligence for development, and at the same time, how to provide employment also, all of us has to concentrate on that. Second angle in India, power sector is going to play major role, energy sector. How we are going to leverage that advantage, all of us has to think in that direction. This is fuel management, ultimately green hydrogen, and downstream industries also. So these are all some of the thoughts I am also working. Now I am in government. I need all our cooperation for doing right things and also futuristic things for making Andhra Pradesh, thereby contributing national development. With this, I don't want to burden all of you. There are, you know very well, Andhra Pradesh is positioned such a way on east coast. We are having excellent logistics advantage. One is ports, airports, road, everything. It is one of the best place for industrialization also. Even government is very progressive government. We are all aware. I can work with you. Ultimately, I request all of you, just now, your president has rightly mentioned, we will meet in detail. We'll check out a program. I need everybody's support. I supported you for a long time. That means in business, nobody knows what about business, what about CA. I used to associate. Even my critics, my opposition always used to criticize me. You are pro-business or pro-industry, you are not bothered about poor people, all these things. Only the answer from the beginning, I used to say one thing. If you create wealth, then you can do welfare. If you won't create wealth, where you can implement welfare? There is no money, there is no welfare. That is how I made it very clear. Today, I am putting one proposal before you, P3 policy after economic reforms. That is public-private partnership. We are able to create wealth. All of us are working very well. And at the same time, disparities are increasing day by day. Haves and have-nots. There are poor people. Can you do something for them? This is where I am proposing P4. This is a public-private people's partnership. People as capital. Other assets, additional capital. And all of us top 10% can adopt bottom 20% and hold them, mentoring them, have short-term, medium-term, long-term plan. Can we uplift them also along with us? How to do with government programs and people like us, mentoring them, and also guide them properly. We are all, some of us, we are all born in small way. But at this same time, we got an opportunity. We are emerging step by step. We took advantage. So what I wanted to make it this country, zero poverty nation, zero poverty state, zero poverty village, zero poverty of your locality. Then only we'll have some satisfaction. Or otherwise, country is the #1 economy where poor people prevails. That is not good for the nation. This is where I need your thoughts and we'll work in the direction. Ultimately, proudly, all of us has to tell to the global community, in India, there is no poverty. That day, we have to work together, but I'm confident in an information technology age, everything is possible. We can plan macro level, we can execute micro level, we can review periodically at a macro level also. You are seeing now Aadhaar. No other country is having an advantage. You are seeing digital currency. We are #1. Even long back when Prime Minister asked me to go through digital currency, all these parameters, we have done enough exercise on that. I gave the digital currency report. Today, we are #1 in digital transactions. This is where things are happening, but consciously, all of us will work together for a concept that is zero poverty nation. That is, if all of us will achieve that, that is a great achievement, but thought has to start somewhere. That is where I wanted to introduce with you. I am thinking this is the best forum. With this, I am thanking all of you. I will meet personally. I will discuss other things. But at the same time, any questions you are having, I am prepared to answer. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. You are always, as usual, very inspiring, very progressive in your thoughts, extremely visionary. I think you brought in a lot of energy into this hall with your short interaction. So thank you very much for that. And before I pass it on to my colleague Chandrajit to moderate the session, I just wanted to make one observation regarding P4. I think that's a very important point so that you have made, and I think industry is extremely committed to partnering the government, your government, to see how we can collectively make a difference to it. Clearly, what seems as an area to address is a lot of work on skilling, because there are a lot of jobs, of good quality jobs available, not enough people to do it. And second is how we can provide impetus to some very high employment to capital ratio sectors or high employment intensive sectors. So in manufacturing, there are many sectors that have large employment intensity. There are services sectors that have large employment intensity, like tourism is one of it. And then, of course, agriculture is the other area where today, nearly half of India's workforce is in agriculture. So how can we, of course, take some people out of agriculture, and then the other is how do we increase the incomes in agriculture? How do we empower them? So these are some areas we would be happy to engage and discuss with you and see how we can work collectively. With this, I'll pass it on to CB to take it forward and moderate the session.
Would you like to respond, sir, first to Mr. Puri? Can you hear us, please?
Yeah, please, I am hearing.
Yeah, so thank you very much, sir, once again for being with us. And it was great meeting you the other day, and you readily agreed to be here, and you wanted to come across, but then it just didn't happen. So many people over here were expecting to see you in person, but as you said, we will go across and we will resume the partnership that you very warmly talked about just a while back, sir. With your permission, if we can bring in a few of the people that you just referred to, that you know them very well, also to pose a few comments and remarks, and also some of the newer friends who are also present here, and we will bring them over to you very shortly. I will start with Mr. Ajay Shriram, who is also present over here.
Namaskar ji.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar. Sir, heartiest congratulations on becoming the Chief Minister once again. And we are sure under your leadership, the state will move very rapidly for economic growth and income of the people. Sir, agriculture is a very major activity in Andhra Pradesh. I understand almost 29% of the state GDP is agriculture compared to 17% of the all India average. So two suggestions, the 2 points I wanted to make with you. One is farmer producer organizations have got established now quite well. And they involve a lot of small and medium-sized farmers. How can industry work with FPOs to improve the inputs, the technology, the transfer, the management practices, and also the selling of the final produce to increase the income of farmers? Because I think we all know income of farmers is crucial for their well-being and for the growth of the economy. And the second point, sir, is that corn is a very important crop of Andhra Pradesh, corn. Yeah. Today, corn is being used for making ethanol. And that is being pushed by the Prime Minister very aggressively to come to 20%. We are today about 15%. Can we work in some way to get new variety of seeds or develop something on corn to develop that, improve the yield, productivity in Andhra Pradesh and get into ethanol manufacture in Andhra Pradesh? So it will help the farmer again and the economy of Andhra Pradesh. Thank you.
No, thank you, sir. Very nice of you. There is one subject, agriculture. More people are depending on agriculture. And also we are having so many problems in agriculture. One is modernization is not taking place. Even we are all talking drones and also so much of modernization. But it is not giving much progress. I am very happy, as you rightly mentioned, one is corn to make ethanol. That also we can focus. Andhra is very strong in aquaculture and also horticulture. All these things we can link it food processing through farmers producers organizations. If you can work in that direction, even in government of India is having some programs. This type of programs, they are giving some grant also, or viability gap funding. All these things we can work in that direction. I am very keen to make agriculture more viable and also at least break even. So many people are having so many problems in agriculture compared to other industries, either industry or service sector or employment. So I want to focus on this. I will be very happy. If you are interested, we can work in that direction. Any crop, not only corn, that will lead to ethanol, even food processing, either aquaculture, horticulture, product specific, all these things we can work it out.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll move to Mr. Chandrakant Birla. Just switch on your mic.
Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar, sir.
Sir, wish you and I congratulate you once again for being the 4th time Chief Minister
Thank you.
of Andhra Pradesh. Sir, given Andhra Pradesh strategic initiative and investments in infrastructure and technology, what are your thoughts and plans for the engineering industry? What can be done over there in terms of more investments coming in, innovation, and attracting global investment in this area?
Sir, I am very clear. We are working skill census, first of its kind. I wanted to go through skill census exercise and global employment opportunities. To meet or to exploit that, I wanted to provide skills for the students, youngsters. Even in agriculture, if you can give proper skill automatically productivity will increase. Every walks of life, I want to increase the productivity, thereby better income. So I am very happy, even as I rightly mentioned, Andhra Pradesh is a very, very strategic place for manufacturing because of a long sea coast on east coast and also better infrastructure facilities. So I will be very happy if you can come with ideas, then we will work. Even automobile, there is a very good opportunity, hardware and electronics. Tirupati is doing very well. Even we can plan near Bangalore airport. Like that, we'll have some ideas. We are very strong in pharma. You are all aware, best state, Andhra Pradesh for pharma sector. Like that, so many industries we are doing. One is automobile, one is pharma, one is hardware manufacturing and electronics. So many other areas also, agriculture, agro-processing, even EVM. People are coming in a big way. Even refinery we are going. Ultimately, green energy and hydrogen. That is the way forward we are working now. Even if you, Green Co has gone in a big way, that is hybrid model, solar, wind, pumped energy. Now it is coming around 5 rupees, we are all talking. They are able to make it a product available today. Another 4 or 5 months, it is going to come first project globally. Like that, so many, I used to encourage people for innovations and new ideas, new public policies also. If anybody is having any ideas, if you can come back, I am prepared to execute in Andhra Pradesh. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You talked about various sectors. One very important sector, sir, that we would like to engage ourselves in Andhra Pradesh is in the services sector, the space of the BFSI. That's one area where we know that you have some very strong interest. And I'll request Mr. Sanjeev Bajaj to make a comment and his thoughts on the state.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, brother. How are you?
Very, very well, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I must say you're looking very lean and ready to go in full speed ahead. But, sir, in your opening speech, you talked about in so many areas where, under your leadership, you brought Andhra Pradesh to lead in many new areas. And I remember one of these areas in the last term was in fintech. Now, in the last 5 years, there has been a lot of progress in fintech in India, both in different types of innovation, as well as the scale of companies that have grown all around the country. And the opportunity, not just Indian opportunity, but global opportunity also has gone up dramatically. Will your government continue to bring this focus on fintech going ahead in the coming years? And if so, are there any aspects in which we can work together?
No, I will be very happy, sir. Last time, we want to make Visakhapatnam fintech hub after London and Singapore. That is how we used to work. Now I am very happy. People like you can work together. We can make it a model, and then we can explore all the possibilities, how to make Visakhapatnam as a fintech hub. All incentives we are prepared to give. We initiated at that time. We had some negotiations also with Singapore and London. People like you, we discussed, but there was a break. Always in public, there is a difference between public and private. You will have a continuity. Sometimes in public, if you are having a break, that will have some problem also. That is where I used to say always, Hyderabad is the best example. I created best ecosystem, 9 years time. All my successors, they didn't damage. Now Hyderabad is a model in a knowledge economy. You name anything, one of the best logistics hub, and also knowledge economy, either IT, biotechnology, finance, pharma, everything we have able to improve, or it is that ecosystem automatically it is increasing. Andhra Pradesh, we had some setback for the last 5 years, but we are having so many advantages here. You can name mineral wealth, excellent lands for agriculture. People are very, very dynamic. Our people are working all over the world. If you go any country, among Indians, who is number one? They are all Telugu people. That is how very effective way they are working. I am very happy with new ideas. If you can come, we will work together. I am focusing, one is, this is never ending. Finance is never ending. FinTech is one area, it has to grow. Second one, green hydrogen is another area, it will grow in a knowledge economy. So many areas are there, but this focus I will make it.
Thank you, sir. We'll work
Thank you, sir.
together.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, I was just telling the CII president as to, because you could not come to Delhi for the National Council meeting, when will you next host the National Council meeting in a city of your choice in Andhra Pradesh? And he was saying whether it is this year or next year. So we will wait for your
No, this
advice.
year we'll meet. Don't postpone. Everything we have to do in time. I'm inviting all National Executive Council members this year, next meeting, we'll have in Visakhapatnam, one of the most dynamic city, where we got absolute majority, in parliament and assemblies.
Yes, sir.
In,
Yes.
in one assembly, 95,000 majority. One assembly, 94,000 majority. In parliament, more than 5 lakhs majority.
Right, sir. Right, we'll do that. So one of the things that you established in your one of your previous terms, in fact, your first term, was the brand Andhra Pradesh, and it really became a global brand. And you were talking about Davos. You were there with Sanjeev Bajaj's father many times over,
Yeah.
Mr. Rahul Bajaj, whom you fondly remember. But when you were building the brand Andhra Pradesh, there were many who collaborated and participated. And one who wants to really ask question is, or make a comment is Suhail Seth, who's also here, when he participated in the brand building of Andhra Pradesh. Suhail.
Mr. Naidu, good to see you. And you remain one of the most refreshing politicians of India. Don't change. You be as straight as you should be and make sure that people in Delhi are under control as well.
No,
But jokes apart, I have an idea for you, sir. In partnership only with CII, you create ABC. It'll be the Amravati Business Conclave. It'll outdo Davos. It'll only be for, of, by India, focused on India, held in Amravati or whichever city you choose. But the point is, everyone recognizes you as someone who gets things done. A lot of people have lost faith in governments because, the bureaucrat, you never know. I mean, I can't say these things publicly because, we have to all be polite and proper. But you know what I mean. In you, there's a